Danganronpa.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, we did the investigation for Chapter 5, if you can even really call it that. I have no idea what's going on, but we're heading straight into the class trial. I am looking forward to this. It is, it's kind of hype. It's kind of hype. So, yeah, we're gonna hop into this. I've unfortunately had to put recording this off for a few days, because I figured I would catch up with some other recordings, but now we're here. And I am very excited to see where this goes, because for once I'm going in this, I got no clue what the hell's happened, other than the sprinklers. But that's it. Anyway, let's get into it. So, whoa, Yahiro and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you. What, are you jealous? Or are you making some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking and brace yourselves, he'll be here any second. Any second. But he could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But... we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10. What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet? Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or...? Oh, what? Jesus! Ew. Did I scare you? I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? But I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the one making me wait. Huh? I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start until everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting for 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, then do it at the class trial. You will need to save some of the fun for later, right? But is it okay if there's no particular penalty for being late? I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, and I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts on over to the elevator and just be one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die? Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we're gonna deal with a ghost! I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call, who knows what happens to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when this trial's all over. One after another, everybody piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Alright, what do you want? I'm shocked she's turned up, shockingly. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. But I had no idea our body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go into a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what that key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. Ah! Alright. What? That's kind of helpful. That's kind of helpful. Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now I just want to focus on surviving our current situation, because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. This class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Well, guess that's it. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. Let's do this, man. And the door slid shut. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't ever imagine getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, no one said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable amount of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. What the fuck? You've redecorated? I've been waiting for this. It feels like it's been forever since we got together like this. That time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show! And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly clash trial. Yeah, go on, we'll serve, why not? Why not? I'm a changed man. Okay, first things first, we got a new skill from Byakuya. Envious Influence. Increases the influence gauge by 5. I will take that, sure. How do I... Oh, do I not have enough for that? No, I definitely do. How do I equip that? Can I equip that? Ah. Okay, so am I capped on whatever it is, but yeah, it seems like that's just a better version of that skill regardless. So I guess we'll go with that, and then I guess we get straight into it. And I'll listen to Monokuma. I'll listen to him, because I kind of got to, but... Yeah, he's redecorated. So this has final case vibes, I guess.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment.
So...
But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides.
See, oh no. I'm going into this trial kind of just blind. Which is kind of fun. But... yeah.
Let's discuss the specifics.
Right, lay it down, Byakuya. I'm all ears.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
Yes.
Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
She is right here, Hagakure.
Standing right there.
Yeah. So Toko sounds different. I don't think it is.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Nah, I think she's just
How
real.
much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
So true, Byakuya.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Are you shitting me? We're starting with this? She's very clearly alive. One important trait that Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. I'd imagine her gloves? But the fact that I gotta...
Talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You happen to know the answer?
I do, because Monokuma drops the hints.
Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
So,
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
She's alive, though.
Probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Nah, because the rest of her clothes is still
I'm not
doing that
convinced.
thing.
The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Nah. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, I'm going to be stuck here in the case, we'll move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Okay, so we need to shut Hagakure up. I get it. He's being dumb. So we got to put... They're aware this is kind of pointless, but let's get it.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Yeah. But once you make sense, Toko.
Prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
Sure.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
I mean, that's true.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing...
Nah, that's wrong. Because, shit, I pressed the wrong button. I feel very silly now.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I agree. But, she's not gonna wear gloves if she's got fake nails on. But seriously, how do I fire a bullet? You can tell it's been a little minute.
Yeah, she must have been...
No, is that not the right button? Ah, it's Y, not X. Yeah, again, see now, old man, I do apologize. But, as we were...
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
I
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails.
And I don't imagine they fit very well in the gloves, so...
Trying to wear gloves over nails like that.
The light of God is engulfing me in this web face cam. I am sorry.
Besides,
It's what I get for trying to record at 3 p.m.
gloves to hide your hands, right?
True.
It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
See, he's got it. He's getting the right... He's got the idea.
Man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
I don't think we can say that. Actually, I cannot lean back. I just saw what that did to me. Now we're staying here. We're invisible.
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
Okay, you are rich then. Okay.
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Right. Okay.
The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Again, the fact we had to debate that, Hagakure, get out.
Obvious.
Get out.
Standing right here.
I love a guy that knows reason.
Who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that
It has to be Mukuro Ikasaba because of the
First
tattoo.
thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
He has no patience, and I respect that. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. It's got to be Mukuro Ikasaba because of the tattoo. So what we got? What are you loading me up with? Sprinkles, exploded body analysis, tattoo on the right hand. They know me so well. They know what I need.
Kyoko really is still alive. Then who died?
We know! We know!
Way to figure it out. I don't think so. The place was scorched beyond-
Nah. Huh? Scorched beyond recognition. Oh, I would think a tattoo's pretty recognizable, but right, talk.
I don't think so. The face, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Okay.
Well, if we can't identify
But
the
we can! We can! Okay. Two very similar statements, only one of them correct. I see your game, Spike Junsef, but it's fine, we got it.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
So we at least know who it is now. Well, everybody else is on the same page as us even.
He'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Sure.
Oh, an unusual death. This I gotta see.
You are all freaks. Awie's like the only normal person here.
Talking about
And myself.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Yeah, because Mercenary Corpse, we know she was registered with them, tattoo.
the design's pretty
It goes.
steady, huh? Is this a dog?
No.
Must have made her get it to be like, you're my bitch.
What the fuck are you on?
You really did something that humiliating?
No! Clearly not!
Not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within.
Why would Byakuya make somebody get a tattoo anyway?
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Do you think, on that note, do you reckon anybody does have a tattoo with Byakuya? I don't know why I suddenly decided that was what I randomly wanted to mention, but obsessed with the military, it's gonna be this one. Easy. Easy! They tried.
Real
Yeah.
mercenary corps.
Now let me know in the comments, do you have a tattoo of Byakuya, and if so, why?
Ikasaba belonged to.
And you booked him for tattoo removal surgery.
So, to show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Yeah, so that's undeniable.
Fenrir?
Thankfully. The image that represents Fenrir is... What do you mean? What do you mean? We know what's up! What is this gonna be? Yeah, no! There's no force... Oh, you can press that to speed up. I didn't realize. Ooh. Okay, so... And then we just need an F. There's the F. Bam. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Now I
It's...
understand.
Did we really... Was that really?
The representation of Fenrir is
I-
a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge
Ah.
world-ending
See, it makes
wolf.
sense if she'd know that. I imagine, you know.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki and a female giant.
From Marvel.
After all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the
Okay, maybe Hagakure can join the ranks of the normal people here.
And that means
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf.
I mean, again, this all makes
That
solid
person
sense.
must have once
But
belonged
in terms of the
Fenrir.
murder, we're nowhere closer to figuring it out.
It must have been Mukuro.
So,
hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
yes.
You sound
saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a clue.
Oh. Okay.
It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Shit, man.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty...
Unless she was like a Sakura thing and working with them.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Or maybe she was like a purposeful red herring. Maybe somebody did a little bit of the, you know, word processing on the Microsoft Office.
Looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Ah.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Wait. Oh no.
Correctly, that other information
Yeah, it came from Kyoko.
Kyoko.
Ooh.
Makoto, right?
Oh, she's got things and words to say.
Kyoko got it wrong?
I don't think she got it wrong.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
So was she just in the vents then?
There's a scene where an important character dies. It has a lot more detail.
Yeah.
She wasn't an important character.
No, I feel as though she
Would
was.
mean she was the same as us, just another participant.
So did she wake up early and again just like hide?
The real mastermind.
Because I mean, being a soldier, you'd be trained in that.
Peak Academy headmaster after all.
I don't believe that either.
Headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know information about
Oh.
Mukuro is wrong.
Like, where did you get it, Kyoko? Just clear it up and we're good.
Okay, okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Oh, okay.
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat
That-
as much as possible.
That to me
Uncovering the identity
is giving.
of the
He wants
mastermind
to
will
dodge.
But remember this.
It's like,
No
yeah.
matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
And hey, if things work out, it'll be my family name too, because I'm getting in that will one way or another.
To completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record.
Right.
The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
Right.
Point straight into your big old brain.
But like,
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no.
no.
That there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along.
I don't buy it.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
I don't. I'm trying to think, right?
Yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
It's like Kyoko and me. Neither of which I
I'm
believe.
sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects. It's me and Kyoko. But I hate that. I hate that.
Down to Kyoko.
Oh. I don't know.
Why do you say
I
that?
don't know. Everybody else has airtight alibis. Oh, please do, please do. I'll sit back and relax.
Time last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there.
I mean, can we not just ask Monokuma when the body was, you know,
The murder must have
made a body?
taken place
Like-
after I left the garden.
because they could have been moved around. They could have been.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right.
Why do you look off
Both of us
there?
were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole
Mmm.
time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us
See, I'm
all
thinking,
had
right,
alibis.
what if she was, like,
Without
killed way earlier on, but because of how the body discovery announcement works,
That's why
it's...
you're able to narrow down the list of
They, like, kept her in storage somewhere?
Exactly so.
I mean, Byakuya shoved her in a locker, because I still got feeling that I hate would be right, that Byakuya is the killer. But, like, he, you know, it's like, he's like, aha, I've killed you, but 3 people weren't found, so it didn't air, and then you did a bit of the move. I don't know,
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
but I don't think that's right.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
After 7:30, right?
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Well, no. After 7:30, it was put in the garden.
Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure.
I don't know.
I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
I guess so.
What time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
Ah, yeah, no, that's what would have caused us to swap to Genocide Jack, because there was blood. So the body was discovered at 9 o'clock. There's no doubt about that.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yes? Now then. Sorry, that's why I felt the need to yawn then, but now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot right now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around noon.
Does she not remember seeing the body?
So we can be totally sure the murder happened
Okay.
sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
Yeah!
We ran
Because
into
Monokuma
them
wakes
in
us
the
up at 7.
dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before
What the
I
heck?
went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
This seems airtight for Kyoko, unless there's going to be a massive twist.
You don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I have an alibi from 10 until 7:30. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. It has to be after 7:30 because of the sprinklers. Yes, okay, so we'll do sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
True.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
That's true.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Is it the second statement? I'll say the whole thing just to be sure.
Have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
You would, wouldn't
If you
you?
have any objections, now would be the time.
Now, so we're gonna change our stance that I imagine it's the from 10, because it's gonna be from. It has to be. Nuh-uh. What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you think of something there? Blah, 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 blah. I am Byakuya Togami, etc., etc. So, exploded body analysis, fragments in the dead body, sprinklers.
Between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the...
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an
So,
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
I'm gonna say 7:30 maybe? Like, that's a chance? No?
That's more than enough time to commit murder.
Wait, oh, it didn't even hit that. I like hit the tiny bit of white it was on. So it's gonna be sprinkles at 7:30 then, right?
And 9 o'clock is up. And the
Yeah, from to 7:30.
Bam! What? Okay, so... I don't know. Oh, what else we got?
established a time frame.
Exploded body... Shit, it's gonna be exploded body analysis. No. No, Byakuya, I'm gonna fight you. Okay, thankfully he has given us a little bit extra space. It's gotta be exploded body analysis.
From to 7:30.
What the f... I don't know this. Uh-oh. I do not like being on that low a thing.
Established a time frame for the murder.
So I need to establish an alibi, right? So exploded body analysis. Nope, get me back in there, get me back in there. Exploded body analysis. Explosion has split the upper half of the body beyond recognition. Rain on fire has to be extinguished because the upper half was soaking wet, but the bottom half remained dry. Like, is it gonna be fragments near the dead body? Well, we know that's part of the bomb, right? Yeah. So, 10 o'clock at night.
9 o'clock, yep. And
Yeah, from to 7:30.
that's more than enough time. So Makoto, if you have any objections...
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm running out of time.
Established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I don't know.
Yep. And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
I feel really done. So we got a bomb. So it's 10 o'clock or 7:30 that's getting wrong, and it has to be. Sprinkles of programs come on every morning at 7:30. This is impossible to change.
That's more than enough time.
So Makoto, if you have any
It's got to be Sprinkles then, right? I don't know, man. I do not know. No, oh, I should not have done that. No, get. Did I not do that? Am I just thick? Right, but okay, we got there in the end. I'm just gonna hang my head in shame and say, you know what? Sometimes we get it wrong. Today was one of those days. Yes.
What makes you say that?
Facts and logic, maybe.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden.
Wait for it.
The sprinklers are set
Bloody,
to go
I
off
love way
right
too many of the songs in this game, can I just say? It's
every
mwah. But do continue, do continue.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Mwah. Perfection.
I remember this part
Also-
perfectly.
Oh,
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
because yeah, we had to put the thing out with water, so.
Wow. Are you saying
I look like I'm about to ascend to heaven. What the hell? I maybe need a better webcam. What is this? Is my arm invisible? Hello. We got there in the end.
That the body was wet, but not
Evil
because of the
things.
sprinklers.
What do you mean?
We had to put the burning body out, Toko.
Sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man,
She is a
totally wacko.
yeah,
Think it was
yeah.
Sprinkler?
It's kind of yeah.
You better tell us why.
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinkles that got the. Do we really gotta prove this? Am I gonna have to go to Hangman's Gambit and spell out like I don't know the word? I don't know. All I have to do is Toko certain evidence that should do it. Okay, so we're not Hangman's Gambiting the word buckets, which you know we're getting there. We're getting there. But the moment of truth. Oh, oh shit! Right, I gotta lock in.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No. I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me?
No, I'm trying to get through this, Toko. I'm not blaming you at all. Don't worry.
No, I don't know anything.
Bam, bam, bam. Regen. Bam. Okay, we're getting there, I think.
Blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No.
Okay, I hate how I had to lock in there. Okay, so is it?
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
I guess it's exploded body analysis. I was trying to like see if it had the thing where you gotta like pick the right one, but apparently not. Apparently not. So I guess
Just
we're
remember
fine.
what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinkler.
Because again, we had to put the body out. It's kind of an obvious thing.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Yes, what's that?
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So we're cleared then.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry?
No.
What a maniac!
You alright?
So sick of her.
Yeah.
Let's just
Bring out the serial kill, please. I prefer her.
The reason only the top half was wet was because
That's where the fire was.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
So I wonder if that was like the killer's plan, like, you know, the whole thing will set on fire, covering me more, alibi, but,
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that seems right. But,
She must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night.
yeah, so I show up pretty much bang on.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after.
See, I'm happy that we've disproved that, but there is a way we could have done it using the top and pulling it off, but...
The only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone.
I'd
That's...
just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Ah, shit.
So
Is
are
she
you
gonna come for
saying
me?
You're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
We weren't even given a motive this chapter, yeah.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
How so?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
I don't know.
You.
Well, if
got
you
it,
insist.
boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
Oh?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Ah.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
Yeah, because she's the one that said she was the ultimate despair.
Mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
Ooh.
As a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
That was her motive?
This feels awfully quick.
And no alibi. Well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
She's gonna pull up the top, isn't she?
Huh?
Yeah.
Didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
Oh, you are a rat. You're a rat and I hate you.
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
How?
Interesting. I'm listening.
Bro, he's pretending he hates
It's
us.
covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Ah, damn you. I hate that that's happened. A sudden something that the seam was used to cover the body could have been, are we really gonna do this? But it's
I got it!
the top,
You're
man.
talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp. And
But how do we get it off? Because we were in it.
fact, that's exactly what the
No.
killer did.
I don't buy that, because we could have, but we were
Only
with
one side of
Are
the
we?
tarp
Then
got
everyone
wet,
else? Then
because that's the side that got
no
covered in
chance.
water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the
I don't buy
killer
it.
used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
That couldn't have been me, because why would I have pulled it
But
off?
why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Shit, man. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That top. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the top must have touched the body, right? But the body.
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
I think I know. I worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's going to think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Okay, what are you loading me with? Make my argument and we got body before the explosion, body and exploded body analysis and fragments near the dead body. I'm going to look at the thing for body before explosion. Mask covering his head, white jacket, thing, bloodstains found around the wound. Body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Would it have gone on the top, possibly? And then what else we got? Exploded body and fragments. Right, we'll see.
Prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side.
Don't think it's going to be that statement.
The sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Nah.
Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Nah. Because if it had been freshly stabbed, so it should be covered in blood. Ha ha ha. And I'm clear again.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
Do continue, do continue.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? He said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
Byakuya?
Tarp on a body in that state. It
Oh.
absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they used it.
Possibly.
If they had, they would have washed both
I-
sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, true.
Damn it.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
What do you mean? Yeah, huh. The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
From the, same thing Hifumi did, right?
Where would they get something like that?
I know. They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse.
I hate the fact I called that.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he
I hate the fact I called that. Damn it.
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer
What do you
got
mean?
blood from right there in the garden.
Oh no. No. They got blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean no. No. That's so mean.
Chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
Oh, that's mean, man. That's mean.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Fly high. But now there's 4.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
Man.
So you're saying
Man.
someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Are we going to inspect the kitchen next? Is that what we're doing?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my
I don't like the fact that we're proving our own guilt and helping
But
Kyoko
even
here.
so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Is he going to have our back?
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Ooh.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
See, it could be underneath them, but...
Completely clean.
Huh.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
I'm not with you. I'm lost, I'll admit.
Beforehand? When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't.
Oh, it's on backwards!
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Okay.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood.
Right.
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Are we actually about to get got?
Actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
Nah, Byakuya, don't doubt me, please. Please.
To pull all that off,
Let's band together and kill Kyoko. Let's do it.
to go back to the garden after
Thank you, Aoi.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
What the hell do you mean? What the hell do you mean?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Yeah, but when did we leave? Because we should have an airtight alibi for that whole hour and a half.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Please say yes.
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Kyoko, I need you dead.
Then he had plenty of time
I need
to
you
spare,
dead,
wouldn't you say?
Miss Kirigiri. No.
That's not.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Damn it! And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Disguise their body's been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Why, thank you!
It looks like we're back to square one.
Okay.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
I don't know, let's go with Kyoko for my own safety.
Decide. Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
No shot you're actually gonna do that.
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No.
That? I just remembered something super serious.
I
Well, don't
would
just
love to hear
stand
that.
there. Out with it.
Yeah, please, pretty please. Defend me,
You
please.
know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Bro, I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
The one we found stuck in the body
I'm-
before it exploded, right?
I'm done. I'm done.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Okay.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
I'm feeling the need to get up and walk around, because it feels like we've been heavily set up right now. Heavily. Heavily. Listen, more importantly, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We're gonna let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh, me.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Just get the execution on with. I'm done.
Seems
I'm made.
surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
Because it looks
Not that I
very
did it.
bad.
It's just.
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Bro, Hagakure, I'm gonna glass you.
The body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
No. Nah, I think you're wrong. Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Well, we'll see. We'll see. So we got, what do we have at our disposal? We got disguised dead body, explosive dead body analysis, and fragments near the dead body. The bomb. Maybe? We'll see.
The knife we found lodged in the dead
We'll listen.
body.
We'll take it in.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
That's true, yes.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
No, I think you're wrong. I think you're
I
wrong.
had the knife once. That automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
Oh no.
Horrible man you are, Makoto.
I'm gonna have a quick look at exploded body analysis. Apart from the body, so in the Monokuma file, they were dead before the blast, they've been stabbed a single time. They've also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe, but we don't have the Monokuma file for that, right? We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the top was removed, which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Oh! Didn't mean to do that. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be exploded body analysis, but fragments near dead body or disguised dead body. Disguised dead body. They've given me that newly for, I assume, good reason, but Murders took place before the sprinklers turned on. The suspect covered the body with a tarp to prevent it from getting wet. Later, they removed the tarp. The suspect placed the white jacket on the body. This jacket had previously been treated with blood to make it look like the corpse had been wearing it. Right. And then... oh no. Fragments of the dead body. Oh no.
If he did have that knife before,
That seals it. Just because I had the knife.
Yeah, I don't think that makes me the killer.
getting stabbed is what killed, so there's
It's
no
gotta be
question.
that.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
I don't know. I don't need you lecturing me on ethics, Toko, but you know, to each their own. So, again, let's narrow it down to statements it could be.
That automatically makes me
It's got to be this.
Getting stabbed is what killed her. Right?
No, I don't think so. Let's see, which thing is I have absolutely no idea. We'll do exploded body analysis and disguised dead body on that, because there's only 2 little yellow statements, right?
Just because I had that automatic.
Well, getting so there's
Like,
no
yeah, bam,
proof
bam,
that
bam, bam,
number
bam.
was
Okay, so there's only 2 statements. So I think maybe the fact that the dead body is disguised that went through the thing means.
Just because I had that
Let's see.
Getting stabbed is what...
Yeah, because the knife would have had to go through the coat after they were dead, then. Right? Maybe?
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
And we're safe again, apparently.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Where are you going with this?
Fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
Okay.
If she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point,
Yeah, so it would have to be the getting it over the head.
stab wound isn't what killed
We
her.
think. In theory.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
No, because it says it was only stabbed once, right? The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Monokuma farm? Stabbed a single time with a knife. Easy. Easy. Don't throw that at me, because I can fight back, apparently.
That there was only one stab wound.
You're very right.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Don't just oh yeah me. It's like, you're accusing me of murder that I will get killed for, please.
Another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Okay. Getting interesting now.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
Okay.
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Love how Toko's just off there flying. It's like,
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
yeah, I'm surprised we haven't inspected it more thoroughly.
Attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
And then obviously there's the matter of the bomb, which I don't think we'll probably be able to get
They
to.
wanted us to notice the
Ooh,
stab
at least just yet.
wound and then detonated the body afterward.
I don't know.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
Oh, we already know that. I think.
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Oh. He never fails.
Just tell me.
Nah, we're gonna have to Hangman's Gambit it, I'm afraid.
Unknown quantum particle causing atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Bro, I'm the only normal person in this building.
But even
Like,
I'm not
Awie's dumb, but she's at least normal. Hagakure, you're too far to be saved.
Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Why can't you tell her? There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. It's gonna be fragments.
I got it!
Easy. Back up to 7 hearts as well.
Explosion. We found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Indeed.
That
We did.
fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like it somewhere before.
You have indeed.
Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled.
Again, why is he stood at the back with lipstick? It's like, what are you doing, Byakuya? Ah, okay, it's the nail bit. I'm with you.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
So now who moved the bomb? Never mind. I guess we are getting onto that then.
Its motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute.
I don't know.
They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You,
Oh.
Kyoko.
I knew he'd have my back. I'm hearing wedding bells in the distance. Mwah.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to
This,
think through.
of course, he's got my
Still don't
back.
know what
I just,
actually killed the victim.
I knew.
True.
I knew he secretly liked me.
Definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate.
Sure, I guess. Are we gonna go again?
Facts of the case regardless.
Research to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Okay. Okay. Hit to the head then? Or wow, okay. We getting nothing.
Shall we continue the debate?
Sure, go off. What do you
The
want?
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that...
Show she was hit on the back of the head. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly check. Ooh! The body was just covered with other wounds, but these are at least several days old.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Okay, the knife was a cover-up and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves... Okay, so I'm back. I had to look up a walkthrough because I was at a loss of what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to basically pick up one of these words and throw them at Byakuya's statement. So I do know the answer. But yes, it is hit on the back of the head that is a fatal injury. It's weird. But we got there. I made sure like to scroll through very slowly and deliberately to make sure I didn't spoil myself what's coming up next. So, go Buzz. But I had a hunch it was this. You know, I'm not gonna say I had to rely entirely on it, but I had to know what I had to do. You know, we gotta look in every now and then.
Clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Okay,
Point.
so
They were old. I guess they don't really matter.
I mean, we don't know what type they are. They could be like SMG bullets for all we know. Yeah,
But then, what was the murder weapon?
I don't know. Does Kyoko have a baseball bat?
Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object.
Ooh.
About as thick as a metal pipe.
Pickaxe?
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
I don't like how in tune me and Hagakure are.
Impossible! If someone
Oh.
did that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
True. But we didn't see their skull, to be
Hit
fair,
her with the handle.
because they had the mask on.
The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
You know an awful amount of this,
I
Toko.
wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Are we sure this isn't Jill?
No, thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
True. True, she scares me.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
You a freak.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Okay.
Seriously?
These people scare me.
What killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was
I think Byakuya is the worst thing to ever happen to Toko.
Makoto? Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
The real murder weapon. Okay, so what is in here counting as a weapon? Can't be the knife. Like, what is a weapon in here? It's not gonna be the woodblock key. I don't know. Titanium arrow is the only thing in here striking me as something that would kill someone. Right?
I got it! Mukuro
What?
hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her.
So she wasn't hit with an arrow.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
I'm afraid I don't understand, because they do not look like metal pipes.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Yeah, she wasn't shot with them, she was hit with them.
There's no doubt about it.
Right.
Are you sure?
Okay.
That sounds kinda weird.
Yeah.
How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
Shush.
Not talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't know. I legit do not know. I don't blame me for doubting it, but there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. What the f... The duct tape? It's gonna be the duct tape, right.
Titanium arrow.
Let's hear it.
It was in the dojo locker, right?
It was, yes,
I
yes.
have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
No, yeah, sure.
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right?
Oh.
Seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Didn't mean to do that.
Back to
I'm just goofy.
You have no right.
Were they tied to something? Were they tied together? If it was just that titanium arrow, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough, which is why they used...
The titanium arrow.
It was in the dojo.
So it's gonna be too thin bloody duct tape, right?
But it said the weapon must... It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Back to Master.
Okay, so I missed that somehow, but that's fine. We will persevere again.
The titanium, it was in
And
Must have been... It seems like an arrow would...
bam, okay. Actually, you slow down for once, I know. Shocking. So it was too thin. See, I'm with it.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Multiple arrows.
Another weapon?
Taped together.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
Okay.
The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
But why would they go through all of that hassle?
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a
Oh!
weapon as thick as a pipe.
Oh!
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's face.
Oh, no.
Bundle of sticks.
Dude, we found the key in the, oh no.
We put them together.
Did we find it in Kyoko's room?
It's meant to teach
I think we did. I think we did.
Damn, that's harsh.
Uh-oh.
How is it harsh? If you even listen.
Okay, I look like I'm engulfed by the lights. Like,
That
please,
explains the
what
murder
is this?
weapon.
What is this webcam?
As for who
But-
the culprit is that stashed the
but-
weapon in the dojo locker,
I think we know.
it was you, Kyoko.
Because it was in your room.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How
Oh.
can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Oh, we do. Oh, we do. We're gonna send her to the grave.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
What?
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Right, shit.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected to that dojo locker. But we don't have a choice to back out of this. So I guess we gotta use what key? I don't know.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the
Yaki is seeming a little suspect now with how hard he's pushing this.
The key to the dojo
Because he
locker.
had the keys to her room beforehand.
And how does that prove anything?
Ooh, Byakuya.
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime.
Are we gonna kill her?
This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
I don't know.
It's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko,
Oh, what is
I
it?
want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you?
Oh!
Why? What were you doing there?
Okay.
That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Bullshit. She was protecting me. And does that mean she knew I was being attacked and came to my rescue? Could that be when? Which could mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me.
Enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Nah. Oh no, this is fucking hell.
Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
It's so early. It's only been an hour.
But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
What?
I should know.
What? What? Biaki, you should know better than anyone? What do you mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why am I gonna have to find a hole in these two arguing back and forth? When the body was found. Right?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'd love to know
Exactly
too.
what I said. I'm not the killer.
Beep.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
What the hell?
Proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
Yes.
And then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Kyoko gave her room keys to Byakuya, right? Which would mean...
Those words you just spoke. What do
So I need to...
You should understand that more than
So, it's gonna be hide in the room, right?
you aren't the culprit?
Is that what you're... You stated it. You said I hid and
So-
then
left the locker key in my own room. But could I really have done that?
Lock a key in my own room. It's gonna be maybe on Byakuya saying...
But I'm not the killer. You should understand. Master would
maybe...
never hide
Yeah, I don't know.
Proof that you aren't the culprit.
Wow, that's right, okay. That is actually shocking. But I guess we defend her.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Oh no.
Because she
No, we just fucked up.
Byakuya.
Because she has the key that unlocks every door.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly
No.
put the locker key in there myself.
And nobody else knows about her master key.
Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Nah, no, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this isn't just like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us. The Mastermind's trap. The Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The Mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. I don't know. I do not know. Because if we don't expose the lie, we're gonna get killed. Like, you know, it's like... She's got definitive proof that Woodblock key was in her room, but she can't... It's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is there a way that we can... If we let Kyoko get off the hook, and then we prove that we can get off the hook, does the trial come up inconclusive? I don't know. Oh, shit. Don't make me regret doing this and need to like redo the entire trial, but... Whew, it'll be a very bad Disney movie from 2013 because I'm about to let it go. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
Oh. But it was there when we arrived. Byakuya, please remember.
Byakuya had a room key, right?
What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene...
No!
To find it
Don't
there.
you do this, Byakuya. I knew it was gonna come to this, but damn it.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Oh.
A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Oh, fuck.
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
That's way shorter than the rest. Even the first one.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time!
I don't believe that.
It's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Oh, if this comes up inconclusive, I will be very happy. Is that the ending we were meant to get? Oh, we got an A rank, but you know, I think we're kind of fucked. Well, you know, at least we got some medals to use in the afterlife. How generous.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Hey, hold on!
Oh, that's the new sprite of Makoto.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I really don't know how this is going to turn out. Oh. I don't know. What? You think I'm the killer? Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong! You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it. Good job, everyone. Good job. Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. It's It's the same as always, just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I? Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Well... What the fuck? So if we pursued Kyoko and had her voted, then we all would be dead, except me. Ooh. I don't know, man. After school lesson. I'm waiting for this to like have the change in music, you know, like it's why is he educating me about sex? I see that shit. But that I'm waiting for the music because it does like the wow 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 and goes mental because we're not just gonna get crushed to death regularly. That seems too tame. What the fuck are you doing? So Older Ego was dead, right? We're in general agreement of that. Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Oh yeah, that had to be. Older Ego. Older Ego. Is there some stupid virus from that stupid guy? I must have found it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this! It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that? What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. What are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. Stupid virus is gone now, got it, and so is Makoto. Maybe they get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage strew and put him away, that's even a better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm gonna bring this red to the rest of you. Bring this red to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's been ensnared.
What
Are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all of the buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hawk's Peak Academy. It brings top students from every field imaginable, government funded school of privilege. As if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. This is the start of the game, obviously. But why the flip her dip are we here? I can't swear too much because YouTube won't give me ads. Hawk's Peak is a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school, so you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way is if you scout about the school itself. And standing at that gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Have we got Groundhog's Day? Does that why we're the ultimate lucky student, or... What? Where am I? I woke up my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It would be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring old class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? There wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally. I finally feel my mind and body start to come back together, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. Nah, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench emanating my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with a bare hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died? No, can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what had happened. All the ego had saved me, and he used the last bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First was start looking for a way out of here. What the fuck? What? Okay. Is that an aeroplane? How does something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? And is that a bomb? That's a rocket in a tank. I better not think about too much what I'm seeing down here. Okay, and then I guess the door, obviously. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be easy. Oh, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be so sure which I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides, but that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. It's like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. A crunch. What the? The strange sound pierced my sound isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jostle and form an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell up from up above. But what could it have been? Okay. Fresh food? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It
Heyo.
smells
Awful. Kyoko!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
Oh,
Isn't it obvious I'm here to help you? I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. But you got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk about whatever it was when you finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Oh, that really hit the spot. I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up, then? Of course not! After all, the fact I can keep moving forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But what the fuck are you doing here? You got me killed. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
so
To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone. Atone?
you.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
it's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
indeed.
That's right. At least, I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible! Amnesia? Then is it really true you did lose your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a
It
disconnect.
would seem
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school. I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. So are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you.
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memories could be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, then why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that, we all would have worked as one. The mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's
This is the dream we had last
stay
time, right?
here.
Ooh, 2 times ago even. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I've asked you for help right away, so I couldn't understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. So, do we leave now then? You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. Yes? So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still what I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose, and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective? And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy was there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
so,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why'd you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains when all the ego told me about how he thought the headmaster was involved. Ah. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. No matter the cost. Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
however,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there?
so,
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Is this some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's the layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile on that key. That map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So when you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized, whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so,
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. We're still doing this?
however,
Of course, once I got to the second floor with the doors with no cameras or monitors, I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikasaba, doesn't it? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her, and I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of that clash trial of Mukuro Ikasaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I saw that key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the clash trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Ah.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules. With that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they decided to use the clash trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikasaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Ah! I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... during the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the God of Death. What? I can hear the God of Death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. That has to be the work of the mastermind, an attempt to use the clash trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro was also the mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but I think that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. That means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, doesn't that create another contradiction? If the mastermind wanted to use the clash trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the clash trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all
In
mean?
other words,
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out who the mastermind's identity. The mystery of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair was just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about whatever happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair? That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair, then they're... make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy. Well, that is a, interesting conclusion to Chapter 5. Very short class trial, I will say. About half an hour of that was spent in the sewers, but... 16 people left. 6 even. Still no one died that chapter, barring the person we didn't know. Nobody we knew died. But hey, we got Dreamile on the rocket present. How nice. How kind of him. And 5 alive. Finished Chapter 5. But there's 6 of us, Monokuma, you silly goose. Anyway, we'll write over that save, and I think that's us done. So, the ultimate despair, the piano's kicking in, but we're going to stop for now. We're going to stop for now. So, I can't... Oh my god, I can pull this up while I'm in dialogue. I did not realise. Well, go us. So yes, if you have enjoyed, of course, as usual, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It does always help with a bunch. It lets me know that you do need some more of this and all that good stuff. I am very interested to see where this will go. I kind of expected Case 5 to be the final one, but I guess we're going to keep going in like overtime or whatever. But yeah, that's it. So, of course, that's it for now. So until next time, we'll set down all that aside. Thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.